Judy Moody?
Yeah.
Do you remember that book? And you guys were reading about the meat collage?
Yeah.
And do you remember when you were reading it, I got all excited?
Yeah.
Because when you were reading that book about Judy Moody and her meat collage, I was thinking about my thinking. When you said meat collage, I kept saying to myself, I made a meat collage. I made a meat collage last year when I was at school for my reading class. So I remembered that you guys reading Judy Moody, and I related it or connected to something I know, and it kept me thinking about my own meat collage. Do you understand that? So when I read, I started thinking. Can you do that with me? I read, and I started thinking. You can all be thinkers today, like Rodin. So now I want to show you a good way that I'm going to stop when you're reading today, and we're going to try to practice this more often. When you're reading something in class, whether it's open court or out of your book box, I want you to read the text, but I want you to start thinking. All right? And I'm going to show a fun way I can teach you guys how to do this. I need 2 volunteers. You know what? I'm going to have my friend Christina. Oh, Ben Stuckley, would you like to do this? Okay, come on up. Okay. But you're asking questions. And that's the good thing about thinking about thinking. Can you sit down right here for me? Do you mind backing up, Emily? So when we do thinking, or we do this metacognition, let's say that word again, metacognition. We think about our thinking. Jane giggled when I said that. Doesn't that sound funny, thinking about our thinking?
Yeah, that's hard.
When you're reading, you need to be thinking about something or saying in your head, I'm curious, this something reminds me of something, I'm wondering, or I have another question. When you're reading something, these are some of the things that you should be having happen in your head. You're not just reading, you're like, Okay? So I'm going to show you guys this quick, I'm going to illustrate how I'm going to do my thinking and reading together, okay? Do you guys like salads?
Yes.
Okay. I love salads. Ask Mrs. Webster. I have one for lunch all the time. Okay. So a salad has, my salad's kind of basic, 2 ingredients. Guess one of them.
Salad.
And the other one?
Tomatoes.
Tomatoes. Thank you. So my salad's pretty simple. But my salad's a mixture of my favorite things. Lettuce and tomato. And that's how I kind of look at reading. It's a mixture of my favorite things, the text and my thinking. So I'm going to ask my 2 volunteers to help me make a reading salad. So here is my reading salad bowl. I haven't made it yet, so it is empty. Christina, I'm going to ask you to move this way because I need my friends to see. Actually, let's use these cushions to make it higher up. Can you back up? Okay, so in my reading salad, sit back. You'll knock my salad off my bowl. In my reading salad, I'm going to have 2 things. I'm going to have some lettuce, which is called my thinking. Look what it looks like. It's green. They're like lettuce leaves, and they say, what? Thinking. And then my other favorite thing in my salad is the text. And it has my other favorite item for my salad, tomatoes. Okay. So this is what we're going to do, my 2 volunteers. Are you ready? I'm going to make a salad with your help. In my salad, I'm having my text, and then I'm having, will you hit that for me, Cole? I'm having my thinking lettuce. And together, when I put them inside this reading salad bowl, I'm going to make, what do I get for working on it in a late hour? Reading salad. Okay? So this is what my Christina and Ben are going to do. When you hear me read this text, and I'm going to read this again, and now I'm going to do it so I'm thinking and using my metacognition. I'm thinking while I'm thinking. When you hear me reading, and I'll be pointing to the text, my text friend, you will put in this tomato, okay? Or this text card. When you hear me thinking, and I'm going to think out loud so you can hear, I'm going to go like this, and you're going to put in a thinking card, okay? So when I'm reading, Ben, I'm going to be pointing, okay? And when I'm thinking, Christina, I'm going to be doing this. My friends, you can join me. So when you know, maybe you can help Ben out and Christina. When you know that I'm using the text and pointing, Okay? You can point as well, and when you know, Ryan, that I'm thinking, you're going to use your chin, just like the thinker, Rodin. Okay? Shall we begin? So, why polar bears like snow and flamingos don't? I'm thinking of the polar bear that I saw at the ecotarium. I don't know if he's still there anymore, though. I don't know if he's still there, Christina. So, Christina, I actually had two thoughts. Let's see. And by the way, what type of book is this? So, what kind of clues do we have what type of book this is? I'm showing a table of contents. Okay. If you guys can't see, I'm going to ask you to come up because it's hard. I know. Come right up, Kelly. I have an index in the back. Aiden Pessin, what kind of book is this?
A non-fiction chapter book.
So, can you do a reading salad, or can you use your metacognition thinking about thinking with just nonfiction books?
No.
I told you I did it with Judy Moody. What type of book is Judy Moody? So you can use this comprehension strategy for fiction and nonfiction, okay? And you should. This is how we're going to better understand the text. Yes, Christina?
Did that count as
No. That was me. That's okay. I am thinking, though, aren't I? I'm doing a lot. Okay. Ready? Different places, different animals. Different kind of animals live in different kinds of places. For example, polar bears live in the freezing cold Arctic. I'm wondering what else lives in the freezing cold Arctic besides him. I'm wondering what that polar bear eats up there. You never see one in the South American rainforest. Flamingos wade around in swampy wetlands. They are never seen across African grasslands. African grasslands? That's where cheetahs live, right? Why are they talking about polar bears? That special kind of place where an animal lives is called a habitat. I remember we studied habitats last year in Mrs. Perry's class. I learned that we have lots of habitats here, just in Upton. The polar bear's thick, heavy fur is just right for keeping out the Arctic cold. The flamingo's long, skinny legs are perfect for wading in swamps and marshes. I saw a flamingo at the Southwick Zoo. They have lots of flamingos there. These animals are just right for the habitats they live. Being just right for the habitat is called adaptive. That word adaptive, I know I've heard that before. Have we ever talked about frogs before? I think I read a book about frogs and how they adapt and camouflage themselves. Yes, that's what I remember. I'm going to stop right there. I have read 2 pages, and look at my salad. What do you notice about my salad? What do you notice? Can you sit, Jason, so I know that Matt can see? Sean, can you sit? Rosie, can you see my salad? Doesn't it look delicious? What can you see? No, I need you guys to look at my salad. What do you notice about my salad? What am I doing a lot of?
Thinking.
Kelly, thank you for raising your hand, Kelly. Thinking. Okay. But I'm also reading the text. Okay. Was it hard to follow my thinking?
No.
Do you see where my thinking went? Sean, I need you to sit, hon. Everybody on your pockets. Bottoms. Bottoms. Because, you know what? I want, Casey can't see my salad. See, Casey, look at my yummy salad. Lots of lettuce, lots of thinking in there. Speckled in with a lot of text. What do you think about what I just did? Anybody have a thought? You think you could try this? What do you think, Emma?
Maybe writing and kind of connecting like you something.
And why did I do that, though? Why when I read was I trying to make connections with what I already knew? Is it easier to understand things when you kind of have an idea about them? Do you think you guys could do this? Do you think we could do this again?
Yeah.
What if I sent you back right now. I'm going to actually have you go back. Remember that city critters, and I think it was you that said, it's really interesting that there was a bald eagle in a city. I'm going to ask you to go with partners, and I actually have. Oh, and this was my other thought. Did you hear me say all those words when I was thinking? I said I'm thinking and I'm wondering, and it reminds me of, yeah. So this is kind of like a fancy Venn diagram. I was thinking and I was using the text, and together I was doing metacognition. But I'm going to ask you to get together, and we're going to think about our thinking. So you're going to go off with a partner, and you're going to read your open court, page 124, City Critters. And when you're reading, I want you to stop, and I want you to start thinking. So show me what it looks like when you're reading, because I'm going to be looking for you to use these signals. What it will look like when you're reading. Show me. Everybody should pretend they have a book. Let's pretend you have a book. And point when you're reading. And show me what it looks like when you're thinking. So you'll take turns with your partner. You'll both read out. One will read out loud, and then do the thinking, and then we'll switch after the next page. So one page be one partner, and another page be your other partner. Okay. Do you think we got it?
Yeah.
Do you think you could try to do this? I'm going to look around. I want to see all my thinkers. Okay? We're not going to have lettuce pieces like I did, but I'll know you're thinking when I see this. Okay? All right. So, here are my partners. I have a group of 3, although Nathan's out, right? Nathan's out
Yeah.
today? What number is Nathan?
7.
7. Okay. So 7, can you, 8, can you go with 24? So I'm going to have 8 go with 24 for today. All right. So here what we're going to do. You're going to go find a cozy spot in the room, get started. Look at your open court book together. Remember, knee to knee. I want you to look together. And read the text, stop, and think. Show me. Read the text, stop, and think. Can we do that? All right, I'm going to... No, you just start reading the chapter. I'm going to stop you after a little while, but I'm going to come around and listen to all of you reading and thinking using your metacognition. Can you do that? All right, quickly and quietly. I want to see, just like a daily 5, how well we can get into our partner